Good afternoon, north of 44 degrees. In this week's installment of This Guy Has Absolutely No Idea What He's Doing, we're going to take that box base that we made, I think it was last week, and move it into the house and go ahead and get it installed in place. So, going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to tear up some carpet, make a bunch of noise, and see if we can get it all cleaned up before my wife gets home. All right, let's jump inside. All right, right out of the gate, let's go through this. This is the overall design. It is a three-piece modular system. We will be working on the lower base. It's already been built up in the shop, carted it over on a hand truck, and kind of had it staged in the garage. My wife was home at the time, so I took advantage of her help, grabbed a couple furniture dollies, and we just rolled that puppy right down the hallway. Could have done it myself, but having her there means I didn't have to worry about scratching the walls. Nice having the extra hands. Got the fireplace and the surround out of the way. Dropped that in and kind of did a test fit so that we could kind of both see what the end product's going to look like. It's going to look pretty good. While I was there, I kind of marked up the carpet where I wanted to remove it and grabbed a utility knife and pulled that carpet up. She went a little bit inside of the surround. I'll only take out as much as necessary for each stage of the process. That way it doesn't look like we're living in a construction zone the whole time. So carpet being up, pulled up the carpet pad. And slid that base into its final position. Everything looks good, so we'll get the multi-tool out and remove some of the baseboard. I could have cut that baseboard a little bit wider, but for some reason I'm unnecessarily precise, and that'll bite me here in a little bit, where I'll have to open that up a little bit wider. Grab the stud finder, mark where all the studs were, because I'll be needing that when I attach it to the wall. Now this wall is primed, but it was never painted. That's one of the things we did when we had the entire house painted. We told the painter, just leave that one primed. We knew there was going to be a lot of work going on this wall, so we don't have to worry about covering up any extra layers of paint there. Grab the pry bar, pulled off the baseboard and the tack strip for the carpet. Got all that out of the way. That tack strip is just such a pain. It nails on both sides. It does its job, but removing it is one of the least fun things in deconstruction. Quick sweep. Here we're pulling up all the staples that were holding the carpet padding down. A little bit of sweep up, checking to make sure I got everything. Then we can slide that box space into place. Here you can see I'm opening up the baseboard. Don't know why I just didn't cut it 2 inches wider than it needed to be in the first place. All that baseboard's got to go. Flip the carpet up in front. All right, looking good. Flat, square, and level. Drilling some pilot holes in the 2x4s and going ahead and getting this thing mounted to the wall. These were just 2.5 or 3-inch construction screws. Nothing fancy here. Did mount it to both the wall and the floor. Last thing we did was remove a little bit of the carpet from the front of it so we could slide that fireplace back in. So that's going to do it for the first piece. It's in and installed and square. Feels really good. So let's finish cleaning this up, and I'm going to head back over to the barn and start building the piece that's going to house the stained glass. So thanks for stopping by. See you next week.